Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We all know that infantry units are a very important part of one's army composition in Age of Empires 2, seeing as how it's a unit that you can start making right from the Dark Age, and often armies still use infantry units in the post-Imperial Age as well. Hence, I have decided to make this video which will feature the top 5 best infantry civilizations. Please remember that my opinion on the best infantry civilizations is completely different from my opinion on the best civilizations in general, as having good infantry is obviously just one aspect to having a good civilization. So without further ado, let's begin. At number 5, we have the Slavs. The Slavs may have poor options when it comes to ranged units, but their melee units are among the best in the game. Starting from the feudal age, all their units get tracking for free, enhancing their line of sight. In addition, the Slavs also have access to both the halberdier and the champion, along with all the relevant blacksmith techs. On top of that, their unique tech, Druzhina, allows all their infantry units to deal splash damage to all enemy units adjacent to them, hence making them much more effective in group battles. However, this strength is only relevant when it comes to group fights, as in 1v1 battles, Slavic infantry are almost indistinguishable from generic infantry units in terms of effectiveness. For Slavic infantry, getting to the critical mass is very important, but once you do, your army is often unstoppable. At number 4, we have the Teutons. Like the Slavs, the Teutons also have access to fully upgraded champions and halberdiers, but have an infantry unique unit. As tanky as a Slavic boyar is, the Teutonic Knight is even stronger in 1v1 battles and can take down fully upgraded Frankish paladins and fight opposing infantry outnumbered 2 to 3 on 1 and win easily. As I stated in one of my previous videos, the Teutonic Knight is by far the strongest infantry unit and is the second tankiest unit overall. A fully upgraded Teutonic Knight can contend and fight on the same level as the Southeast Asian battle elephant. That melee armor is just insane. Luckily, the Teutonic Knights are slow in terms of movement speed and can thus be easily picked off by arrow fire. Otherwise, we might be having a serious problem of being raided by those Teutonic Knights. At number 3, we have the Aztecs. Many civilizations have strong infantry units at their disposal, but the Aztecs definitely take the cake. As they have no access to cavalry units, their infantry units obviously have to make up for the lack of it. The Aztecs have access to fully upgraded champions and elite eagle warriors, which are a good counter to archer units. They do lack the halberdier, but they more than make up for it with their unique unit, the Jaguar warrior. This unit is specifically made to counter other infantry units, and is the backbone of the Aztec army. And if that's not scary enough, their unique tech gives all their infantry units an additional +4 attack. So let's recap. They have fully upgraded champions and eagle warriors for speed, and jaguar warriors for muscle, and a unique tech that makes their infantry units even stronger. Yeah, sounds like one of the best infantry civilizations in the game. At number 2, we have the Japanese. The Japanese are like the Aztecs and Teutons in that they have an infantry unique unit. Unlike the Aztecs, however, their civilization bonus involves faster attacking speed rather than dealing more damage per attack. This is better, as being able to get more attacks in often means that you're dealing more damage per second. The Japanese unique unit is the samurai, obviously, which is an infantry unit with a very fast attack. They also deal bonus damage to other unique units, kind of making them like an anti-unique unit. That's a mouthful. Their faster attack rate allows them to completely defeat generic infantry units in 1v1 engagements and in group battles. They can even cost-effectively counter Teutonic Knights and Aztec Jaguar warriors. The Japanese halberdiers can even go head-to-head with the Han Tarkans in equally sized group battles and come out on top. So yes, the Japanese definitely takes the number 2 spot. Before we get to our number 1, I would like to give an honorable mention to the Vikings. Like the Aztecs, they are missing the halberdier, but their civilization bonus somewhat mitigates this drawback by giving all their infantry units a 20% increase in HP. This makes their units naturally tankier than generic units from any other civilization. In addition, the Viking unique unit, the Berserker, can regenerate HP on its own and is the only infantry unit in the game to do so. They also have a unique tech that allows all their infantry units to deal bonus damage against cavalry units, so making their pikemen almost equal to most other civilizations' halberdiers in terms of effectiveness at countering cavalry. And now, finally, to our number 1. At number 1, we have the Goth. The Goth are by far the weakest civilization in the games in terms of defenses. Instead of relying on walls of wood and stone to defend them, they use walls of units instead. You heard me right. During World War II, Joseph Stalin made the now infamous quote of how quantity is a quality of its own. The Goth completely took that quote to the highest level. They have the cheapest and most cost-effective infantry units in the game, backed by barracks which are already the fastest in the game, and a unique tech that raises the speed of the barracks even further. On top of that, they have a unique unit that is virtually impervious to archers and arrow tower fire. Remember how the Teutonic Knights were really tanky in melee armor? The Gothic Huscarl is the exact opposite, with a whopping 10 pierce armor when fully upgraded. Sure, the Goths are missing the last infantry armor tech, but that inconvenience is merely a drop in the bucket when it comes to the effectiveness of the Huscarls. Finally, the Goths have a unique tech that lets them produce their unique unit at their super fast barracks, meaning that in the late game, they can literally swarm their enemies' bases with constant production of units that are impervious to arrow fire. If that doesn't qualify as the best infantry in the game, I really don't know what is. So these are my picks for the top 5 best infantry civilizations. Please let me know if you think I excluded your favorite civilization. Please also remember that this is merely my opinion and that a civilization is often stronger than the sum of its parts. Having strong infantry does not always equate to having a strong army, just as having weak infantry does not always equate to being a lackluster civilization. The most important thing is to play to your civilization's strength and avoid getting caught up in situations where your civilization's weaknesses can be easily exploited. Thank you for watching, everyone, and enjoy the Age of Empires game.